country today, men and women, young and old, from all walks of life, are learning to build and restore the great timber frame barns that were once used throughout America's earliest settlements. These original, mostly wooden barns were built by hand using construction practices that date back thousands of years, and many of the same techniques and tools are still used effectively today. These barns' interior frames, made up of massive wooden timbers, are held securely together with simple mortise and tenon joints. That is, a recessed cavity or mortise in one member receives a protruding end or tenon from its joining member, and then both are fastened together mostly with large wooden pegs, wedges, or both. One of the most distinctive of all these timber frame farm buildings is the Dutch barn, its steeply pitched and soaring roof easily seen rising above the rural landscape around it. The original mostly wooden barns were erected primarily in the Hudson, Mohawk, and Schoharie valleys of New York and on Long Island and in northern New Jersey, all areas of the early Dutch settlement they called New Netherland. We don't have to travel very far around the region to find many extraordinary original examples of Dutch barns. These sturdy, time-worn structures represent to us not only an early and distinct agricultural system and culture, but also remind us of America's earliest Northern European heritage. Let's take a moment to look at a few of the most distinctive characteristics of the Dutch barn. When the exterior is first seen, one may notice the expansive and steeply pitched roof and how it soars upward. Often the height of the roof is more than twice as high as its sidewalls. The barn also has a rectangular shape, but more often is nearly square. Many of the early barns were almost always wider than they were long, which no doubt led to the proverbial saying in the Hudson Valley, "broad as a Dutch barn." Looking directly at the gable end, gable referring to the triangular-shaped end face of the roof, we see a pair of large double doors in the center called the wagon doors. These tall doors allowed wagons or carts fully loaded with hay or grain to be able to drive into the barn. On either side, typically, you will see two much smaller doors which allowed animals such as cows or horses in and out of the barn's interior spaces. Above the wagon doors is a downward slanted roof that projects outward from the barn face called a pentis. Finally, in the upper portion of the gable face, you will frequently find there are several uniquely shaped openings cut out of the wood siding called martin holes. These were fashioned in a variety of simple and compound geometric shapes and provided access to the interior for martins, swallows, and other insect-eating birds. Looking inside, we immediately see the Dutch barn's most distinctive structural component, the H-frame or H-bent. The H-bent is made up principally of a massive horizontal beam called the anchor beam, connected on either side to two vertical posts. When joined to additional H-bents with lower horizontal beams called ties, these provide exceptional strength, support, and spatial organization for these magnificent barns. The H-bent organizes the interior space into four primary areas. First being a spacious center floor area called the center aisle, big enough for a fully loaded horse-drawn wagon to drive in, unload, turn around, and drive back out. After harvest time, this floor was also used to thresh grain such as wheat. Flanking the center aisle are two areas called the side aisles, where cows or horses were typically stalled and fed. Above the center aisle is an open loft space rising clear to the roof. Saplings or wooden poles laid across the tops of the anchor beams allowed for storage of large amounts of hay or grain. Lastly, we discover one of the most unique and important aspects of the Dutch barn's H-bent interior structure. When all the bents are linked together by their lower horizontal ties and joined across the tops by the long beams called the purlin plates, an extremely strong core is formed. Looking at this further, we see that the purlin plates meet the underside of the roof and actually provide support for all of its weight. This differs significantly from many of the houses we live in where the walls support the roof. In the case of the Dutch barn, if the walls were to become damaged or lost, the roof would still remain, providing protection for the barn space below. Like many things in life, sometimes the best way to learn is by doing. An enthusiastic 5th grade class from Albany School of Humanities in Albany, New York, is traveling south to Feuerbach, New York, the site of the Greater Wimp Barn, one of the largest Dutch barns in America, to show us how to put together a small-scale Dutch barn model.
Hello. All right, so this green platform is just our ground. Think about your house or buildings you know. What's the first thing when you build a building? What goes down first?
Basement. Ground.
Yeah, basement. So this is kind of our basement. Now, what's the next thing? What do you walk on?
Floor.
A floor. Okay, first thing we're going to do is a floor. We're going to start on our square here, facing the sun. We lay out what we call our floorboards. These are sills. So see how this box is kind of square?
Yeah.
These floor sills fill up that square, and that's the beginning of our barn. I've got two guys here, one on one end, one on this end, one on this end, one on that end, and we're going to put that key together. Raise your hands for everything. All right, fingers out from underneath. 1, 2, 3, slide. Whoa! All right, so don't put your finger in there. If you need help, say to your teammates, "Help me, teammates." Okay. 1, 2, 3, slide. Yes, yes. Let's wiggle it up. Don't put your fingers there.
They need to see too.
Floorboards. Who's seen the floorboards? All right. Now we're going to go over one by one to the floorboard pile. And I want you to pick up a board. Line up at the outside. Then I need another line of people to come on over here and take number 2s. Now who saw an angle on this barn? Where is it? Right here. Remember what I told you? When you put it in, it doesn't come out. All right. First number 2 and first number 1, step in and put your angle in. Let me see how you do it. Pile 1, let's see what's going on here. Let's do that. There you go. Kick it up. Kick it up. Nice one. See, it goes nice when you're ready. Perfect. You can walk on the floor. It's okay. Perfect. Oh, check your angle. We get a lot of miles on this model. Come on, we got it almost done. Now the last couple are a little tough because they have to be the right fit. Nice. Yeah, that's a barn floor. So now we're going to start putting together the skeleton, which is called a post and beam. All right, what is a post? Post goes up and down, and it holds something, right? Yeah. Now, what do you think goes into the post if it's a post and beam? The beam. All right, I need two people first. Let's pick up that beam. Let's check our numbers, make sure we're in the right directions. Yep, lay the beam right there. Now brace locks the beam into the post so it never wiggles. Remember, no nails, nothing. It's all got to be done by wood and geometry. Come over here. You stand right on the inside. Where's the other brace person?
She's right there.
Stand on the inside. All right, now check your Roman numerals. That goes up. Okay, you go like that. You check your Roman numeral. All right, now you want to kneel down, brace people. All right, so remember we call this an H bent. So on the H post, we have the beam. We call this an anchor beam. What's an anchor do on a boat?
Stops.
Holds you together. It holds it tight. So this is going to anchor our post together. So to do that, we're going to slide the post tenon. The beam tenon has to go through the post. So let's pick up our beam, and we're going to slide it right through there. Guide it, no fingers there. Down a little. Boom. Okay, now that was pretty easy. We have to slide back a little. Let our brace worker put that brace in. You see two pockets here? You have to put your brace right in those pockets. Try to start with a post first. Yep, and keep down. And you tell us, now you're in control, because you have the tough part. You have to tell us, you're in. Now remember, if we get in trouble, who do we call for? Okay. Let's slide it. Okay, wait, it's always better if we just wiggle. Somebody get on both ends of that post and wiggle it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle. Oh, we got it. All right, wedge. The wedge is what ties the beam together and locks this H together. So hammer, lady. Couple taps. Good enough. Nice. Now wiggle. That's good. Wiggle that thing. We're going to do the exact same thing 3 more times. All right, so we're going to start the barn raising. Everybody kneel. Don't do anything yet. Kneel together as a team. 1, 2, 3, 4, raise. All right, doorpost ladies, watch those fingers over there. Now it's guided into the pockets. Guided into the pocket. All right, how are we looking? All right, good. So we're going to tilt back lifters and let the doorpost ladies put those in. Slide them up into here first.
Just keep the people out of the way of the camera.
Whoop, whoop, don't twist it. You want to tell? That's what to do. You're in charge now. Back up. You want to tell? A little more. Smash that thing. Looks good. Lifters, same thing. We're going to tilt it up. 1, 2, 3, tilt. All right. Slide it on down. Stop by your pocket. All right, stop. We have to wait for the other side to get locked. Use your toes. You can use your toes. Push that thing over. Just, all right, wiggle. Wiggle it in. Yeah. We're going to tilt it up. 1, 2, 3, tilt up. All right, down a little. Down a little. Hit it. You can knock it with your hand.
Oh no, it's him.
Okay. Now what do we... Nice. Put the pegs in, yeah. Take away a little wiggle.
6 knee braces.
No, you turned it around.
Is this where it belongs?
Now you're on to it. No, yours is wrong. You gotta flip it around. See how his is nice and smooth on the outside?
You're right here like
Rub your hand across that. That's how it's supposed to be.
just like this.
There you go. Now you got it.
Okay?
Now you got them.
So now you know how to do. See, each of you has a pocket right here.
Now you be ready. This is important. Just step to the back a little.
See, it's coming down slowly.
No, you turn it around.
Is this where it belongs? Is this where it belongs?
All right, watch those fingers. All right, everybody. Push those posts towards me. Push the posts.
Good? Yep. Okay, tap it down. Okay, tap it down now.
Here, hit that one flat. Fingers off, hammer's coming down. Nice. Another one, another one. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. No, that's good. All right. Watch this. No, that's going to go in, though. Nice. Oh, wow, we better help them over there. But we can get you. All right, now let's flip it over.
Is this right? Because it looks opposite. Yeah.
That one's, the first one's wrong. That one, yep. No, just like the other one is, just like the other. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, now up. Watch your fingers. Brace people. Bend down. You got. All right, watch your fingers. Watch your fingers. Now, us people. Us. Somebody's getting held up there.
Okay, line that up.
All right, someone hold it. Don't let go. Hold it. Hold it. Keep some strength on here.
Yes.
Beautiful. Nice.
We're done. You did our own house. How dare It's lunchtime. It's lunchtime.
Now look at the roof of the big barn. What shape is that? Triangle. So we want ours to be a triangle.
It's supposed to be on the green deck.
Now watch. No, not yet. Watch this. Watch. Look at that. All right, good enough. Good enough. Okay, now we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3, lift. Straight. Don't change the triangle. Don't change the triangle. Hold it. Now you get out to the outside. Now push. You push this way. Hold it. Push in. Push in. All right, tall people, slide. Stop. You can't let it tip. It's got to stay perfectly straight, okay? And you're going to walk. No, in order. Remember how we did it? Okay, let's make another one. You need like a 5-foot long peg.
I go there.
Perfect, perfect.
Mistake I've made in the last 30 seconds.
That's good.
Okay.
Well, because
Can we see that?
the ground is unlevel.
Leaving that one alone.
There it is. Complete skeleton.
Very good, very good.
Oh, you guys are the real workers.